But as we get ready to go, nerves will begin to rise as the temperature again still roughly about the same. It's a lot cooler today than it was yesterday as the green flag waves and engines get started up. Or will it? We started up for Caden Higgins there. Yes, he does get away. Oh, but that's a car not starting up there at all. Stalls, mechanics in quickly to help. They do get away. Well, let's take you through the starting lineup then. While it looks like all of our carts did get fired up. Toby Gale and Caden Higgins then starting this one on the front row. Conor Clancy and James Agnostiadis on row number 2. Marcus Shilkunis and Luna Flusha on row 3 with Zain Al-Homasani and Augustus Toniolo going from row 4. Sara Matsui and Nikita Klesismets on row 5, rounding out the top 10 after Dodonka and Maria Nadali going from row number 6. Alexander Dahlstrom and Angelina Simmons-Torres go from row number 7 with Jeremy Montgomery-Swan and Dinyar Islamov on row number 8. Max Murray and Zachariah Dole on row number 9. Raquel Zareth Baradin going from row 10. He's got Dan Delakian from Spain alongside. Katrina E and Egon Pedrotti round out row number 11 with Corinne Kaur and Ella Hakkinen on the back of the grid. Let's see then what happens as drivers finish their warm-up lap. They go on to their formation lap. At the end of this one, the race should be under green flag conditions, depending if they do get a false start or not. But like you say, been a good start of the weekend for Conor Clancy, who gets going, and there as well, James Agnostiadis, who had a 3rd place earlier on, is looking to get another good result. And oh, there's another car that's stopping there. That's the 170. That is Ella Hakkinen, unfortunately, and it's just not firing. And the guys from Kart Republic trying so hard to get it started, and that is an absolute disaster. Ella Hakkinen, who did not set a time in qualifying after a breakdown, now in the 2nd qualifying heat, seeing another mechanical failure there, and that is a huge, huge shame for Ella Hakkinen, and I can imagine the frustration kicking in there and not what she wants at all. Right then. Here we go then, rest of the field though getting lined up. They're a bit spread out at the back, but they look good now in towards the yellow flag conditions. From here it's no overtaking. You should be in your grid slot now and ready to get going racing. So, out of the final corner, accelerating early, lights, go green, here they go, down towards turn 1. It is a good start from Gale. He holds on to the inside line there. You can see James Agnostiadis on the outside there trying to get that kart back on the track, does so successfully, but it is a good getaway there. There, Marcus Shilkunis there up into 3rd place, holding on to it, looks to the inside into the chicane there on Caden Higgins has dropped down, and there's a change for the lead. Is that Conor Clancy to the inside there? Yes, it is. Conor Clancy back into the lead of the race. Early doors in this one. The 122 leading the way from the 167 of Toby Gale. Gale still there in 2nd place, has got the close company of Marcus Shilkunis there in 3rd place. The rest of the field slot through the order. There goes through Sara Matsui in the pink helmet there. A very distinctive helmet livery. The driver from Japan pushing hard in these early stages, starting this one on the 5th row of the grid in P9, gaining positions all the way throughout. In they go through turn 16 and 17. We saw an overtake in the background there, and we'll update the order. So it is Conor Clancy who leads the way from Toby Gale, Marcus Shilkunis, Caden Higgins there in 4th place, and Zain Al-Homasani, who's gained 2 places on the start of that race. James Agnostiadis still there as well in P6 from Luna Flusha, who has lost only 1 position, is there in P7. Luna wanting to latch on to this front group here and try and gain as many positions as she possibly can. There you can see she's got Sara Matsui just behind as well. P7 and 8 for those two. Back down in towards the turn 8 hairpin. It's still getting a little bit chopping and changing in the background there. You just saw the 125 of Dodonka, I think, getting past Augustus Toniolo. That was from P9 just in the background as well. While that's happening though, the top 2 are starting to break away just that little bit. Conor Clancy and Toby Gale, there you can see there is a quite a significant gap now being opened up. So Marcus Shilkunis is the first of the train. I say that, I think he's under pressure now actually in 3rd place, and I think he has actually lost it. So I think it's now Caden Higgins who's up into 3rd, as Luna Flusha on the live picture there on your right hand side, having to go to the inside, having to defend here from Marcus Shilkunis. So Shilkunis now under pressure from Luna Flusha. So a lot of drivers back into their original starting spots now. And there you still see the replays of the start of that one, of the sideways moments there, and the big shame there for Ella Häkkinen. And, well, it looks like she did actually get going again, which was good to see. And yeah, there she is out on track. So Ella Häkkinen has managed to get going again, which is good. Because she did not want any more fails to finish. I'm sure she'll have plenty of time to try and close the gap up. Lap 3 at the moment of 9. Right now you are watching the battle here for P4 at the moment. Currently, James Christianis, Marcus Shakunis is there, just behind the red suit. Luna Flusha, Spaniard, there just behind as well. Sarah Tsoi and Daniel Homasani just behind as well. Luna Flusha here, looking very, very strong. The inside here through turns 3 and 4, not able to get anything done through the chicane. Big curve moment there for Caden Higgins. Cut back in the straight and narrow. You can imagine they are quite sizable curbs here at the Alphasan International Sports Resort kart track. You have to be careful of where you position the carts, and right now, there we go. She's got it done. Got past both of them actually through the second sector. So now that is Luna Flusha up into P4 now, I believe. As everyone just trying to through. Sarah Matsui's got through as well, and well back down the inside there. Big moment for James Ignatiades. He gets it done though, gets back past Sarah Matsui, and they're still battling for position. So still can't see from Gale, Higgins, then it's Flusha, then it's Shilkunas, Ignatiades, then Matsui, El Homasani, Didonka, and Augustus Toniolo, the top 10. And it all seems to have calmed down now here between Luna Flusha and Marcus Shilkunas. They're working together. It's not calmed down here, though, as Sarah Matsui again battling away. And I think that was Zaina El Homasani who was looking to the inside there as well. So we'll possibly see a change in the order at the end of this one there. Okay, it's the 130. That is Sarah Matsui, and she is in front of Zaina El Homasani. So El Homasani has got through as well on James Ignatiades. So there's been some big changes in that battle. And I suspect there's going to be some big changes here because Caden Higgins has closed up on Toby Gale. That gap is now non-existent. It was 0.4 of a second, it's now 0.2. So the battle for second place is on. Toby Gale and Caden Higgins very, very close here now. But where is Higgins going to go for the move? He's not decided to go through turn 1 or turn 3. In towards turns 5 and 6, the chicane, not a chance through there. Potentially down in towards turn 8, the hairpin. Could we get a lunge under braking here? I don't think he's quite close enough for it. No, stays behind. We'll have the slipstream now in the toe through turn 9 here into the banking. And we'll try and carry as much momentum and speed as you can. Wide there for Toby Gale. Get back onto the track now and is clearly under pressure here from Higgins. Higgins is going to go for the move, but just when is it? In this meantime, Gale is still closing in on Connor Clancy. The may be defending, but he's also attacking at the same time. So it's a fine margin between the two of them, tucking in behind the NASA panel as much as possible, making himself as slipstream as he possibly can. And again, all the meanwhile, positions changing. Augustus Toniolo has not had a good lap on that one. He dropped down several positions, unfortunately. Now he's down into P14 in the background. Higgins, though, with this position in third, get himself ahead of James Ignatiades in the intermediate classifications and Zain El Homasani. 77 intermediate classification points would go to Caden Higgins' way. If he can hold on to this one, he would gain more. If he could get past Gale, he would not surpass Gale. Gale's still on the 88 intermediate classification points at the moment. Still line astern, no change between the three of them. The lap times are still looking relatively decent, and there's two karts that have gone off there. That is the 117 and the 129 that have collided at turn 8, and that is Egon Pedrotti and Augustus Toniolo. That is why we saw Toniolo's name drop down the order, unfortunately, coming into contact there with Egon Pedrotti, and the both of them out of the kart and out of this race. Big shame for them with only a few laps to go. Top three still unchanged. Clancy, Gale, Higgins, with Higgins closing in on Gale. Battle for fourth place still underway. Flusha and Shilkunis. Flusha trying to close in on this one. Last lap for Luna Flusha was a 56.3. The gap was 3.4 seconds, and yeah, it's about 3/10 a little bit slower than what the drivers ahead are doing. But maybe with a clear piece of track in front, maybe she can try and close that gap just a little bit more. But time quickly running out as we end lap number 8. We go on to the final lap now, final lap 9. And right now, it's all down to really what Kane Higgins can do here, as Augustus Toniolo sees a warning flag go his way as well. So potential for the incident at turn number 8. Here though, Conor Clancy got the lead in the early stages of the race, getting past Toby Gale. And again, struggling to hold on to the race lead in the start of these races, but can, as soon as he's got second place and as soon as he's in position, he's absolutely fine. He can follow the pace and matches the pace here at the front. Just a case of getting those starts dialed in just that little bit more. But for Conor Clancy, he seems to have the starts absolutely superb, with only a handful of corners to go here through turn 15 now, in towards 16 and 17. No chance for an overtake here from anyone behind. It will be Conor Clancy, 2 for 2 for Clancy across the line, looking very strong in the qualifying heats. He takes the qualifying heat 2 win in the OKN Junior qualifying heat from Toby Gale. Caden Higgins bumps himself up to 3rd in the intermediate classifications on Tuesday. James Ignastiidis and Zainal Homasani then drop down to 4th and 5th in the intermediate classifications, but finish a few spots behind. Luna Flusha with her best result of the weekend so far, finishing in P4, gaining 2 positions for the Spaniard. Marcus Shulkunas finishing in P5 this time around, starting P5, finishing in P5, not the result he will have wanted. Zainal Homasani and James Ignastiidis then finishing in 6th and 7th on track. Homasani actually gaining a position in that race. There you can see the 162 of Corinne Kaur. Fortunately, was a breakdown on the circuit as well, so not what we wanted for there, unfortunately, being unceremoniously pulled back to the pit lane. Drivers heading back in towards Parc Ferme now at the end of their race. Of course, all the results that we talk through now are provisional, pending scrutineering. Conor Clancy from Toby Gale, Caden Higgins from Luna Flusha, Marcus Shulkunas from Zain El Homasani, from James Ignastiidis, Sarah Matsui from Japan, from Arthur Dudonka, Dan Dalakian from Nikita Glessersmith, from Alexander Dahlstrom, Danir Islamov, and Maria Kara Nadelli. Max Murray rounds out the top 15, 17.2 seconds behind the race leader at the end. Relatively spread out in the backfield there, but super close at the front, only half a second separating your top 2. 16th place downwards would be in Angelina Simons-Torres from Katrina E. Jeremy Montgomery Swan from Raquel Zarif Faradin. Zachariah Dolem finishing up there as well. Better result this time around for him after a retirement to the first one. Ella Häkkinen did finish in 21st place after gaining 3 places. So after nearly not starting the race, luckily she does see the checkered flag. Egon Protrotti, Augustus Toniolo, and Corinne Kaur, unfortunately all retirements from that one. But there on your screen, your race winner, Conor Clancy, after a superb second qualifying heat. Let's take a look back at how he did it. The race start on this one was a good start from the word go. Instantly, Toby Gale getting to the outside there to optimise the racing line going through it. But keep an eye on Conor Clancy, because it was down in towards turn 3 on the second lap. So the start's actually getting away well for Toby Gale. Just leaving the gap at the wrong time, I think, is what caused it. So it was actually the run here down in towards turn number 7. That's where it was had. There was, very fortunately for Ella Häkkinen, starting the race a lot later behind anyone, though. Obviously a big disappointment that she didn't get away with the rest of the pack after the breakdown, but amazingly the car able to fire up and get going again, so she was able to finish the race. Luna Flusha, though, making the moves. Good start for Luna in this one, and best result of the weekend so far, finishing in P4 at the end of that one. Same with Sarah Matsui. A good result here, finishing in P8. Fantastic to see her making the moves there and really pushing the car to the limit. There, the 161 going through your screen, that was Zachariah Dole, who this time around was able to finish a race. He was a retirement earlier on in the weekend, but it would go the way of Conor Clancy, 2 for 2 in the OKN Junior category. He's got 100 points for his name now for the Tuesday session. These all intermediate classifications get restarted tomorrow as they have a second final tomorrow and a final later on today. But Conor Clancy looking like the favourite in this one at the end of their second heat.